I'm trying 6 different challenges with Alastor from Hazbin Hotel, and it is a wild ride. Hello, my name is Patrick, and today I'm doing 6 challenges for one character. I got this idea from the Drawfee channel. I love their work, and it looked really fun. So I did this on a live stream a few weeks ago. We're drawing Alastor from Hazbin Hotel, and our first challenge is to draw him from memory. And in fact, I don't get to see him till the very, very end. So yeah, this is going to be the best we can do up until the last one. I did okay, I think, trying to get him from memory. I thought I knew the character well. I've watched the show a number of times because I love the music and I enjoy the art style. But yeah, there's big parts of this that I just didn't quite understand. You can see me here trying to figure out what's the deal with his face and head, and I'm just not that sure. So I ultimately decided to start again and try a different form for Alastor. As you can see here, I'm doing more of a side angle, which helps me to get the mouth and the chin working the way I think they work from my memory. Certainly much better an option than what I had before. But even still, it is a rough version of Alastor. I know for sure he has that microphone cane thing, and I know he often has his arms out in very long, stretching forms. But even as I look at this now, I'm like, ooh, gee, let's do some work. You can see me nudging it, trying to get it into a good form. Have you watched Hazbin Hotel? I know it's got lots of mixed opinions about it. Of course, there's lots of language and other themes in it. But the music is beautiful, and the themes are so interesting. I really like the first season, especially the finale. No spoilers. And yeah, let me know if you've watched it and what you thought of it in the comments below. We're getting started on the line art here. You can see me trying to just figure out what exactly it means to draw these crooked smiles that they all have. I really like the way that the smiles work in the show, with the sort of really pointed edges and then the smooth across the middle. Getting those ears in, loosely remembering sort of what this character looks like. The ears are sort of like a deer's ears, right? Because he's got allusions to a hunter in his styling. And yeah, you can see me just trying to work out how to get his collar and his suit jacket together here. He's coming together. There's so many little things that I missed in the ultimate details. This is the thing. I thought for sure I knew this character, but clearly I don't know them as well as I thought. And this becomes the basis for all the other ones, so we're going to be a little wonky no matter what. Of course, the coming challenges are going to be wonky because they're much harder challenges than from memory. They will be an absolute delight. I think with that, we're coming in close here to the end, and we'll check out the final reveal of our from memory. Up next is the opposite hand challenge. So I use my pen in my right hand. I'm a left-handed person, and ooh, it is rough. Drawing on an iPad is already pretty rough, right? Like, it's very smooth glass, and you sort of have to learn how to draw on it. And then suddenly drawing with my right hand means that I am in a bit of a disastrous shape, because I have less control, and the glass makes it hard to control in the first place. But I give it my best shot, referring back to my original image just to help me remind myself what I decided Alastor looked like. Again, it's not quite right. And some of these forms just are a real mess. You can see these eyes coming in here, and you can just see that there's aspects that are falling apart. Speaking of falling apart, I find Alastor to be a very compelling character. His intentions in the show don't exactly feel clear. They feel evil sometimes, and yet they feel good at other times. A real ambiguous character, and I'm intrigued to see how they grow over the forthcoming seasons. just to see if they become a villain in the truest of senses, or whether they become sort of a hero or an anti-hero. Do you have any theories about Alastor and what his story trajectory is ultimately going to be? I love theory crafting, so feel free to drop some stuff in the chat, in the comments. And here we are for our closed eye one. I decided to keep my face in for this one, just for posterity's sake. I wouldn't want you to think I was cheating. And so yeah, we get to work on this one. I draw in the eyes and I feel pretty confident. But then we start working on the head, and I realize that I'm now in the middle of this project. There's still the hair to go on top and the body go on the bottom. And whichever one I ultimately choose, which is the hair, I'm going to have to make a jump back across to see if I can get to where the neck is supposed to go. And it is quite difficult to get there. As you can see, there is a bit of a gap between the head and the neck, as you might expect in a sort of weird horror version of this character. More horrifying than the actual one. I do okay, I think, trying to get the things in once I sort of have them landmarked. Like, once the neck has been decided to be too low, everything else sort of falls into somewhat place. But again, I gotta cross the gap here and get over to where the arm's supposed to be, and I don't think it goes all that well. There you go. The other side of the jacket being put on top of the other thing. It's a bit of a mess, but you know what? It still evokes the character, just a real messed up version. One minute challenge is next. This one's always fun because you just draw it. You don't have time to do anything but go. And so let's see how well we can do on this one. I know I'm coming right off of the eyes closed challenge, so I'm feeling more confident being able to see. And I have to just get going no matter what. The shapes are going to end up wonky, but that's okay. Have you ever challenged yourself to do art challenges like this? I think it's a really valuable exercise, not just because it's fun, which I think is really important when it comes to art, but it's also just a wonderful thing to do to stretch yourself, to really get down the basics of a character, to free yourself from some of the anxieties you might have around getting a perfect drawing. Because there's no way these are going to end up perfect, right? Even the from memory one that I had all the time in the world is wrong. But you can enjoy the art for what it is and enjoy the experience for the fun of the challenge, and I think that is good times. Let's check out our 1 minute drawing. So unlike Drawfee, I'm not working on a computer, I'm working on an iPad, so I can't use the mouse to draw. So I decided that for this one I would do a challenge where I couldn't pick up the pen. So the pen had to stay on the screen no matter what, and so you have to overcome all those weird line challenges to get this character down. You can see me doing my best here. It turns out okay. I don't feel too bad about the end result. There are some real flaws to it, though, that definitely make their way to the surface. You know, I'm a big fan of flawed art. I don't know if you've noticed that I don't really care how perfect my projects end up being, that I just enjoy the process of doing art. It's one of the things I love about doing these challenges, is that they are more about having fun and just messing around with your pencil or pen to just do stuff. And that is, to me, just absolutely beautiful. It's the right thing to do to spend your time as an artist, and it's a great way of getting yourself out of the funk of creativity blocks, or when you start getting really worried about your own wonder and beauty as a artist. With this, you don't have a choice. You can see me trying to get this hand in here, and it's a bit of a mess, but we do get somewhere. We push it around, and we're just about finished here. It's not terrible. It lacks some sophistication, but it is, in fact, Alastor. And if you've stuck with me this long, you'll be happy to know that we have finally arrived at with reference. This means that I'm drawing with a reference image, giving me the freedom to create something that looks much more like the character and allows me to demonstrate some of the actual art skill that I have, given that I clearly have been having a hard time. There are so many things I forgot about this character. First of all, I forgot the basics of how these eyes work with the circles and the eyelids. I also forgot that he wears a monocle at all times. Who knew? It's the little details. Of course, with the hair, it was, you know, the shaping of the hair that I really didn't understand. I had the ideas there, but I really didn't get the way that the hair functioned on the head, particularly in this sort of 3D space. Ultimately, though, I don't feel terrible about the Alastor I originally created. It evokes Alastor, just not at a very good level. Whereas here, obviously, we're getting much more Alastor vibes. And why wouldn't we? The one thing I was most upset about when it came to like now looking at the proper image was the realization that I didn't go far enough on the waist diminishing. So lots of the characters on Hazbin Hotel are really narrow-waisted. It's a style choice, it's a posing choice, and I just didn't go far enough, and I'm really sad about that because I like that style, I like the way the characters look, and that's a big part of it. You can see me here getting the staff in, building it more properly now that I can see. I didn't remember exactly how the microphone looked more like a microphone than what I originally had down. We're doing some final pushes here, just trying to get the image exactly where we want it, and it's time for us to fill in some line art. Are there challenges that you think I should try that I haven't done yet? Are there ones that I should do like this, like 6 challenges for a character? Are there other challenges I missed? Please let me know down in the comments below what you'd like to see, and is there a character you'd like me to try doing this for, and we'll try to make time for it. I drew this one on my YouTube live stream. It happens every Wednesday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and we do all sorts of different things. I'm really big into art challenges right now and just having fun with characters that I know from TV or from movies or whatever, and it really is just a great way to enjoy artistic expression and have fun with art, which is what I really care about. You can see me trying to get this tie exactly right. The shapes are so important in Hazbin Hotel. They really have a strong shape but a loose form. I don't know if that's the right way of describing it, but I think that sort of works. And so getting those shapes just right is always important to getting the characters right. And you can see me trying to get some of those shapes in here for the jacket as well. Subtle in some ways. Then we have to hold on to the staff. Now this is where I lost a little bit of myself, just trying to get my drawn hand in right. Because hands are hard to draw. I don't know if you know this, but hands, real tough. Most people know that because they've tried to draw a hand and it's not easy. And this hand particularly has its own uniqueness in how it was drawn, and I just could not get that style to work properly in my own brain, so we just made do with what we could and let life move on, because you can't stay in your frustrations forever. Is this the final one? Hopefully this is the final one. We've done about 1 million versions of it now. Looks like I might like it. Of course, we need that other hand as well. This one's much easier because half of it's hidden. You need to get the eye on the microphone because the eyes are a really cool and important part of the show. We'll nudge this around a little bit, and I think we'll basically be ready to get to our final reveal. And that's going to be it for our 6 challenges, 1 character drawings of Alastor from Hazbin Hotel. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it. Let me know if you like this style of video. We can do more of them in the future. If you have characters or ideas for further challenges you'd like to see, let me know. I am just a small creator trying to have fun with art, and I'd love for you to join me in that fun. For now, that's going to be it. So, till next time, keep being awesome. Bye!